good afternoon, YouTubers, Facebook friends, Instagram, all of social media out there. This is Natural Amor Forever coming at you again. We have been away for a while.
Taking a break. Take a little
Taking a break.
hiatus. You know what I mean?
So, we want to let you know to make sure to leave a comment. We value your opinions and things like that. Leave a comment or whatever. We have plenty of material for you to watch out there when we are not recording. Leave a comment, hit that like button, and also hit that subscribe button and that
Notification bell, baby. All right.
All right, we're gonna get right into this. We want to first let you know that we are aware of everything that is going on
Yeah.
out there in the world today. We're not too happy with certain things that are going on, but we want to take a moment of silence for all those that have lost their lives. During everything during this pandemic, during the murders and things like that. We want to just take a moment of silence. So we're going to take a couple seconds of silence just to give respect to those that have lost their lives. Okay. All right. And on that note, we're going to go right into our discussion today. We would love to say thank you to everyone.
Yeah, for all that's good
All the
support.
congratulations, all the support and
Yeah.
everything that you all have shown us. We really appreciate it. We had our 3-year anniversary yesterday.
Turned up.
Yeah, we
Turned
turned
up.
up. We had a great time. We've been going at it for what, about four days. We had family
Yes.
come down here to see us and everything, which was too short.
It ended before it needed to.
Yes,
Right when everything got the, you know
got
what
to
I'm saying?
going. It was over before you knew it. But we had a wonderful anniversary. We want to personally say thank you to all of you out there on the social media network, all the phone
Right.
calls and everything that we received, all the love, yesterday. We really appreciate you, and we're sending you all great vibes, much love.
Much love.
Oh,
Peace and
and
love.
peace and love.
I'm just gonna say, I'm trying to, man, hey. Look, we just wanted to go over, we wanted to do a video on just like the things that you go through before you even get to the part of commitment
Oh,
or your
yeah.
union or where you
Mhm.
came from, how it started, just before you even get to all the, I guess you would consider on the outside looking in, good times. You got your bad times, your good times, your worst times, and your awesome times. It takes a lot of fight to get to that union that you idolize as perfect for you. So
Yes.
this is our story, the KAIGLER'S story.
All right.
All the juicy as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? All the juicy info, but just
What you mean?
whatever. But you go ahead
You
and start it
starting? You
off.
starting already?
Whatever.
Because regardless,
I
if we
don't.
get into the juicy, the nitty gritty, I still have this.
I
Look,
got
look,
this
look.
water bottle. You
And the
get
only thing you better be doing is drinking that
you like
water.
a pow, like you get that water bottle.
I'm
Like,
saying you get this
just,
bell. You get this bell. So what we gonna call this one here? It's up close and personal with Mr. and Mrs. Kegler. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and start this one off.
man, check this out. Let me tell you something. I met my wife a long time ago. Long time ago at one of my grandmother's get-togethers. I think it was a Father's Day thing going on
Yeah.
or something like that.
Mhm.
And she popped up. I know I got my daddy all in my blood. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know what I like. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, what's going on? I put my Billy D on. I'm like, can I make your
No,
plate?
no, you know what? No, he didn't.
What you
Let
say?
me tell you.
Don't
No,
be,
no,
don't be,
no. We
don't mess
we
up my
gonna
fantasy. Like,
this is what he
don't
did.
mess up my fantasy.
I am in the kitchen because I was living next door to his grandmother.
Mm.
Okay, she invited me over to come and get some food. They were having a celebration over there. So I go over there or whatever, and I'm at the kitchen counter. I go to the bathroom, wash my hands, whatever. I'm coming to make my plate, so I'm at the
Just come
counter,
and see Big Daddy.
and this one here is at the gathering and everything. Here he is, and I think you had somebody with you, didn't you?
No, only thing I had with me was 3 plates. I used to kill it with them
You
plates.
know
I used
what?
to eat, boy. I
Okay.
used to eat
Anyways,
by myself.
I it was a lot of people in the house, so I'm standing there. What's that? You better. I'm standing there in the kitchen, and I said, okay, so I'm making my plate, get ready, get my little eat on and stuff like that. All of a sudden, his grandmother comes over and she says, "This is my grandson, CJZ, Mukizi. Those are the nicknames
Oh,
that she
she
calls him.
straight up going all the
I'm going
way
all
in.
in.
Okay, all right.
So I'm standing there and I'm like, you know how you want to you give a handshake. I don't know this person, so I extended my hand. He got, nah, I don't give handshakes. I give hugs.
Boom.
So I said, well, no problem. I give you a hug. So he hugs me. And it's like that. It was like a slight little squeeze. And I said,
I had to let
now
her
I
know.
know he
Okay.
not doing what I think he's
Get my
doing.
flirt on. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I just, what? Because like I said, as you all know, I am older. Okay, I am 12 years older than he is. Okay, so at the
I
time
know what I like.
when I met him, he was only like 19 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm like, I know he not flirting with me. What? But this is what it feels like. So the next thing I know, he was standing here, and then he ended up behind me over here, and
Everybody saw it. We silenced the whole room. Everybody like, oh, go. Somebody need to go get CJ right quick. Somebody need to go get him.
he had this big old spot in the back of my mind. I'm like, oh no,
Rest in peace,
you,
pops. He would have been proud of me. Like, that's my
you
boy.
better,
That's my boy.
you too young for me, boo.
At the
No,
time,
in the back of my mind.
whatever.
And so I'm like, he better go head on. He
I would
don't.
have cut her grass, mowed the lawn, if you would say.
And so I'm just like, okay, he better go on. He don't know what he getting himself, getting himself into. He
Miss
better live his life.
Parker,
Right?
Miss Parker.
You can put
I was
your
grabbing my
hand
water.
down.
I was grabbing my water.
So, long and behold, then his grandmother comes. And she noticed it.
Yeah.
And she tells him, she says, now you take out the trash right now. And he's like, okay, Granny.
I'll
I'll
take out
take it.
some.
I'll take the trash. So he goes and takes out the trash. Now, mind you, after all that happened, how
Yeah.
long? Okay.
It was a lot. It
It
was a
was
long time. It was years, like
years.
probably over like 10, 12 years, probably
Yeah.
longer than
It was,
that
it
before
was,
we
we
reconnected
reconnected or whatever. It was a
or
good,
just seen her again. You
it
know what I mean, in
right.
person.
It was a long time because during that time, I was in another relationship. I
Yeah.
got married. Um, ended up, what? It was just it was just crazy. I just went on with my life, and he went on with his. He
Nah.
got into what relationship?
Yeah.
And we just like parted ways. But what the funny thing is, I'm gonna tell you, this is what's funny, and he laughs at me about it all the time. The day that I was in his grandmother's kitchen, the day that we were just speaking of, for some odd reason, when I met him, it was a voice that was in my head and said, "This is your husband." And I fought with myself. I said, "What? What?" And it repeated it again. And I just didn't even think anything about it. And long and behold, we are here now.
Now I gotta tell you,
Mm-hmm.
people meet in the most oddest ways, but you can respect the way that it happened. My relationship was in turmoil. I was with somebody or and just in a household bad situation with another whole family. You know what I'm saying? One of my exes or whatever, like man, working like 2, 3 jobs, whatever, like killing myself. Like man, I was
Mm-hmm.
going through it. Debt and things like that. Different. I don't want want to say too much on it. Just life. You know what I mean? Just killing you. I was at the edge. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So just meeting her, I met through the confirmation of my grandmother again because I called out for help. You know what I'm saying? Because I told my grandmother that I feel like I'm at my end. I feel like, you fill in the blanks when you say you end, when you feel like you just about to end all,
Right.
your life, you know what I mean? And I just felt like I might as well just be gone. 3 kids and situations with the mothers and everything is not going right in your life at the time. She end up calling what you would call consider my queen, my wife today. And she came in my life and kind of like just took all my situations and problems that I felt that was mountaintops and turned them into pebbles and completely gave me a second chance
Because
of living properly again.
what did I say to you after he gave me, after the phone call came
Yeah.
in from his grandmother? And I was like, of course. I was like, I love you, so I'm definitely love him, and I'm gonna help him however I can.
Now wait, I skipped ahead too.
Hmm.
This is before when I called my grandmother, she got in contact with my what I'm saying, my wife today. And I lived with my grandma probably for a year, and then that's when I finally met and reunited with my wife today, coming to the house to hear my problems or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm just whatever you need me to do, I'm gonna do it to fix my situation. I need a new chance at life because I'm at my end. And I sat down, told her about my problems and everything, and she just basically looked at me like, yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Well, I'm looking at you like, look here, chick.
No, that's
I know this
no.
chick in
Wait,
my
hold up.
head. I'm like,
I
I know
thought
this
it was
chick.
something like.
Nah,
I
nah,
thought it was something detrimental. I thought, maybe he was an ex-con or
nothing
some
like that.
crazy,
Just
stuff.
too
I'm
much
just
for me to handle. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I can handle a lot dealing with life,
And
but
I'm like, this is it. This is what you're
man,
dealing with. Oh, we can take care of this. I told him. I said simply. I said it's gonna take. It's gonna take some time. But these are small problems that can get handled. And
yeah,
during that time, I was going through my own situation. I was going through a divorce and everything. That wasn't no one wants to go through a divorce or whatever. I was the firm believer that, hey, once you're married, and that is who you're supposed to spend the rest of your life with.
right.
But it wasn't in the cards. It was not in the plan, and I'm okay with that. It was not in the plan or whatever, and that's all that's all the energy I'm gonna give on that.
That was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. So we were there for each other
We ended up being each other's therapy.
and best friends.
So I end up while in the process of my wife fixing and doing stuff for me, I was like, hey, I just actually just wanted to be in her presence. You know what I mean? So I decided to do, a little side gig that that she was doing, and I wanted to get involved in it. And so I said, hey, can I do that? And she said it'll be, we could start doing something positive, nothing like that,
Right.
a little gig or whatever. Then she hit me up one
Right.
random day in a month, probably 4 or 5 months later, and I got to work with her after I got off my job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying at the
And
time.
so it was like a little extra, little side gig I had going on for like 20 some odd years. And he says, can I work with you to make some extra money and stuff? And I said, well, yeah, well, of course, no problem. And during that time, I'm like, we're on our work, we're doing our work, we're on my band doing what we have to do and everything. And it was
Labor,
deliveries. That's what it was. It was
labor, boy,
deliveries.
I tell
And
you.
my thing is, I noticed he wasn't feeling too well. Maybe about, I would say, a month later, but he would still get off of his main job and come to my house. Now you know what? We have been sitting out here all this time. Not a plane would go across. The minute we get to record, look what happens.
A plane.
A plane. We didn't have two go by. Really, all day. I mean, nothing.
I guess some fools again. We call it the ignorance. They dropping off the ignorant folks. Boy, hold on. I gotta bring the butter. You know what I'm saying? Let them fools go ahead and
Right.
continue, my
That's the
love.
Kegler.
You know, the
That's the
Kegler
Kegler
shake,
thing.
baby. You know
The
what I'm
Kegler
saying?
shake. But no. So I noticed he was sick. I said, Carlos. I said, are you sick? And I'm driving. He was like, no, I'm not sick. But I knew he was sick. So I'm like, okay, he's going to continue to do these deliveries. And I mean, it's walking, a lot of walking involved and everything. And he's going to continue to do this. And he's sick. When I say sick, he had a fever. and everything. It was freezing cold outside. And
Yeah.
so I simply said to him, play it off. I was just like, well, I'll tell you what. How about we, we go, grab a bite to eat or something, and we just end it for the day. I'm kind of tired, knowing, I wasn't, but I didn't want him out there. And come to find out, he told me, he said, you said you were gonna do it. Why?
As long as I was with you, I was gonna do it because real men, that's what they do. They work hard for what they want, and I was doing two jobs. I was trying to gain something, which was trust from her, and also show that I can be a strong man. Despite anything that I
Hmm.
was doing on the side, I'm a man. You know what I mean? This is who I am.
It was just, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, see me, basically. I want you to see me for me.
And I did. So, and the talks that we had, and I remember the one time I'm like, oh boy, I was just like, I'm in trouble because I remember him back there, in the back of the hatch working, or whatever, getting all the products and stuff ready. And I looked up at him in the mirror and I said, it was like Cupid. Cupid hit me with the bow and arrow, and I froze up in the mirror of my van, and I'm just sitting there and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, oh, I'm in trouble. Hey, what did you say to me when he looked up in the mirror?
Like,
He
why
was
you
like,
staring
what
at
was
me
you
like that, man? You like something on my face? What's wrong with you? Like she just like she was talking to herself like I'm effed up. I'm it's over.
and I just froze.
I didn't understand it.
I just, I just froze. I said, oh no. I said, I'm in trouble. And it was like just in a blink of an eye. And there it was. We were walking on the beach together. We would talk, and stuff. He would listen to me babble on or whatever about issues that I was having, and vice versa. And we just became the best of friends. We were the best of friends before anything,
Yeah.
any intimacy or anything like that. We were for a good little while just the best of
And
friends.
to say worth, that's because that man being a husband
Mhm.
supersedes everything.
Yes,
You
it
know what I'm
does.
saying? I'm like, that's my best. I consider 100% my best friend. One, you know what I'm saying? Probably my only. Far as like that's like consistently 100% there 24/7, no doubt. I ain't never got to worry about nothing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
you know
so,
what I'm
and that
saying.
that that's a lot.
You
And
know,
just like you said, a husband supersedes the best friend, and the wife supersedes the best friend.
yeah,
We're a union, and we became one.
right.
Did we ever think it would get this far? Did you ever
Yeah,
think it would get this far?
man. I had possibilities. I knew what I wanted. I'm very determined, very tenacious, being a Capricorn and all, but over that, just
Mhm.
being, I want what I want when I want it, and it wasn't like a control thing. It's like you see something good. I wanted that Claire Huxtable and Bill Cosby type. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Type of relationship, and I seen not even potential, because potential is an insult. You know what I'm saying? I seen clarity. I was like, that is it. I'm fighting for it. That's what I want. I'll be a fool to let this pass me. Like I follow my first mind and don't listen to nobody and don't let nobody get in between what you trying to get.
And then the next thing I know, it just happened. So on that note, what I'm going to say is we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back to continue our journey. Hello, we're back again. We had to take a little brief intermission or whatever, so we're back again. Well, I'm gonna just continue where we left off at. Basically, like I was saying, it just happened. I mean, all the chips just fell into place.
Yeah.
The next thing, like I said, with us working together and everything like that, we would go out to lunch and
Hmm.
stuff. He would just, I remember, him just doing little things for me. They were little things to him, but they were major to me. He was very, very attentive, and he just listened to what I had to say, And I was just fussing. I'm like, I will never do this and I will never do that. And you can go steal some sugar and all this. I'm never getting married again. I'm never doing this. I'm never doing that. And he never, what I noticed that you never did, you never um said, you just listened. He wasn't combative about it. He just listened. And he just nodded his head, okay.
Not like no yes
Okay.
man or nothing, but I
Right.
was just you look. I was dazed. I was like, man, whatever. What you need? Huh? What's happening?
that Wait a minute, let me tell you, he was basically very straightforward when it came down to, oh, you're gonna be my wife.
Man, let me tell you something. This woman right here, whatever whatever she was going through, whatever, she was so stern and stubborn about it. Like, I ain't never getting into no relationships. I ain't never getting married again. I think I'm taking a break and I ain't doing that. I was like, then she was dropping me off at my job one day. She's like, Carlos, I don't want you to fall in love with me. I done been through enough. And I said, hold the grass, chick. You don't tell me who the hell to love. I'm already in love with you. I was like, and man, you know what? I'm about to go to work. I'll call you tomorrow. I think I stopped talking to her for about like 3, 4 days, 3 days or something like that. Cause I was so mad. I was already in love with. I was like, you. I know you hurting from past situations. We all had something to be hurt about. I was like, man, I'm already in love with you. I was like, this woman gonna tell me not to be in love with her though. I was like, who you talking to?
And I ended up, you know
Who you
what?
talking to?
I said, I said, I'm going to just go and take me. Left my house and said, I'm just going to take me a walk and everything. Now, I had not seen or heard from him in 4 days. He was so angry with me. And I went to the beach and I started walking around the beach. I got halfway around the trail we would normally take. And I just was like, this is ridiculous. And I just bust out tears. And here I am. This was pathetic. I called him up on the phone. Hello? What are you doing? And he go, how did you answer the phone? What you say?
What? What you want? Why you calling me? You know, I have to put it on. What? In the back of my head, I'm like, I'm like,
I was like, because he lived maybe like 5 minutes from the beach or whatever.
yeah.
So I was just like, what you doing? Can I come and, you know, come and pick you up? You want to take a walk with me? And he gonna play it off. He was like, I guess. Give me about, 15, 20.
Boy, I was like a firefighter, boy.
What did you
Oh,
do?
time to go.
And here I am. I'm skipping, because I'm silly. I'm
Oh
skipping
God.
down the trail on the beach. And I'm skipping like a little kid going to the car.
I'm sick of fire heartbeats. I got nothing but love for you, baby.
So my thing is this: we ended up, I picked him up. We ended up talking and everything,
Yeah.
and I remember him saying to me, "That's when you said you just wanted me to be yours." Remember?
Yeah, I said I just want you to. I just want you to be mine. We both come from pain. We both know what we want. As we are not girlfriend and boyfriend. Like we are woman and man, and we gentleman and lady to each other. You know what I'm saying? Why not just come together? We come from almost like same situation almost, but hers on a different scale. But man, we get along so well. I was like, everything ain't perfect. Man, great things argue. The most best relationship you can't believe have disagreements. If you don't, boy, it's
If you
crazy if you don't believe you got a
if you're
disagreement.
not arguing,
Yeah,
I'm fascinated. If you saw my eyes go up, I have a beautiful yellow butterfly that's just flying all around here.
great signs.
Yes. So it's
But
just
no, that's how that was. Like,
Right.
man, I just told her clear the way for me. I was like, hey, whoever, little dates or whatever she was on her break. She was doing, her bachelorette thing or not dealing with nobody at all. Taking a hiatus, a break
But
from just dealing with
you know what? Speaking of like the
relationships.
bachelorette thing, the thing about that is, okay, what I noticed with myself, okay, I, like I said, was married, and you can't go back to just being a bachelorette when you were a wife for so long. You understand? And I'm just like, this is not, I can't go back to the way I was before I was married, to my first husband. So my thing is this, I can't go back to that. I am still in wife
Hmm.
mode, you know, and it's just not the same or whatever. And I realize in my mind, I'm like, hey, I'm supposed to be somebody's wife,
Yeah.
or
Me, I just
whatever.
wanted to be married because that's like I said. If you watch the Cosby Show, I don't care what y'all think about that man. That dude gave a good image
Oh,
of
yeah,
what
yeah,
a good,
right,
strong, committed union family should be.
correct,
A personal, I ain't getting into all that stuff, but I'm just talking about
right,
that. I knew what I wanted. I wanted to be a married man. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like I said, my father passed away as a married man, and that's what I'm going to be. I didn't have
right,
much role models when it came
right,
to like a lot of people being married, and showing me what it looks like to be
right,
married, but really my dad.
right,
I got to see the affection.
right. And then the thing is, before I know we jumped the gun a little bit or whatever, it was just like, because you had wanted. I remember I had the extra room, and
Yeah.
he wanted to rent the room that was in my house.
I was moving out of my grandma's house. I was just staying at my grandma's house to get myself situated, and I wanted to get the room that she had upstairs in her room. She tried to hit me with the $300 rent every month or
Yeah,
whatever.
and you
I'm
know
like,
what?
alright.
Shoot, yesterday on our anniversary, we have a trunk. Okay. And our trunk consists of our personal items, our mementos, and things of our
Yeah.
relationship. It's a very
Travels.
large trunk. Our pictures, travels, and all of this stuff that's important to us. It may not be important to anybody else, but it's our stuff, and we go through it every. What we
I
haven't
get
went through it in 2 years.
every other anniversary.
Yeah, we'll go through it. So it was our time to go through it. Yesterday when we got home, we went to dinner, went and took a walk on the beach and everything by the ocean and stuff. We just had a really good time. And we were going through it, and we came. This was the most funniest thing. We came across that lease agreement that I had given to him. Now, mind you, he never ever, we never ever did anything
I
in
never
that
got to
lease.
a rent payment. I was in the house paying a bill or two or
Right.
whatever.
But he
It
never
just
got into the rip baby because we got into
we got
the
into a relationship. It takes somebody else to be
relationship.
took out the picture for you to
Right.
come into it. You
Right.
sometimes you can be blocked by somebody just so it'll be your time or their time coming into your life or their life. You be in a bad relationship or just what you would say a sub-born relationship and it ain't going nowhere, just to have something block you for the one that's really your destiny. I had a relationship blocking me, but luckily when she got with me, we was healing each other. She got, like I said, got out of a bad situation. I got out of a bad situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Twice. You know what I'm saying? On the way before she came, like, and I couldn't have never got my heart broken any other way. I got my heart broke. If I hadn't got my heart broken, I wouldn't be in the
Right.
situation, the good,
Right.
positive foundation, not
Right.
situation, but foundation
Right.
that
And
I'm
so
in.
with that, I'm gonna say this to all of our exes out there and things like that. We want to say
Thank
thank
you.
you. We
Thank you.
personally say thank you, and I mean it truly from the bottom of my heart because
Appreciate you.
the
There's
only
no,
thing that you all did was teach us what we did not want
and what we needed to have.
and what we needed to have. Oh yes.
Butter with biscuits. KAIGLER'S on. God damn. I'm trying to tell you.
So my thing is, then like I said, it prospered. The next thing I know, we were standing under the gazebo
Yeah.
at Metro Beach back in Michigan in our hometown. And we were standing under the gazebo, and I looked at him, and I could still remember what I had on that day,
Yeah.
what he had on that day. And I said, you know what? I want to give this a chance. I want to be all yours. I want to be your everything. And to see his face light up the way that it did, and it was just like, oh wow, he really does love me.
Well, like no, I was already falling in love with you already. You got to
Yeah.
remember, because the only thing I asked you, I was like, man, all I want, just don't cheat on me, man. I was
Right.
like,
And
be loyal to me.
right.
Don't cheat on me. Tell me, just love me
And
hard. I'll never go
that's
nowhere.
one thing I'm proud of. I am not a cheater by far.
Yeah.
Never have been. My thing is this. I would, if it's something like that and I want to do, I'm just going to let you know that this is not working out for me, and I think we should part ways. But to just sit up there and just cheat on someone, without being, open and honest with them, that makes you less of a woman, and that also makes you less of a man. So that works both ways.
It takes a strong person to be with one.
Yes, it does.
Not saying it because you're a bachelor or
Right.
bachelorette and you're doing your thing, you have a right to party when you're doing that. But it
Right.
takes a strong person to hold together a single
Right.
relationship with one person. If you think I'm calling you weak, then take it as you as. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Take it how you want.
Right.
But I'm saying it takes a strong man or woman to build something with one, because you taking your plate of stuff and they plate of stuff and you smashing it together. Can you deal with me? Can I deal with you? Do you
Right.
snore, or the thing, pet peeves and different things like that you do or don't like about somebody? Can you tolerate it? You
Right.
know what I mean? That is love. That's what a love, that's marriage. That's what a relationship is. People are like, well,
Right.
if we in a relationship, I can cheat because we ain't married. No, that's the preparation
No,
to
that's
be
the
married.
preparation to be married. My thing is this: you could just be by yourself. But like I said, I think I said that in one of our previous videos. That's too much like right.
Yeah.
And so it's like when you're single or whatever, and you're out here doing whatever. That's when some of you want to be with somebody,
Yeah.
and then when you get with someone, you still want to live the single life.
Now we
It,
got to tell her to not go into, fast forward into us moving out of the home that she already had
hmm
into a foundation that we had together. We moved in
Correct.
a house where we both had
Yeah.
ownership. Start doing stuff
Right.
as one.
As one.
You know what I'm saying? And one day we, just to kind of like
Yeah,
skip ahead,
we basically, yeah, 'cause I had I used to call it my little doll house
yeah,
and stuff like that. And the thing, I don't even think we weren't there together no more than about what 6 months
in that house
before we decided, okay, hey, we're gonna do this. We need to get something that is
together.
together. We're gonna build. We're gonna get something together, and so that's when we moved, and we purchased a home, and moved elsewhere, and to build a foundation. That's what we were doing,
Yeah, you got to do
and
things together, man.
things happened so quickly because everything. Because total, how long
Yeah,
we've been together is 5 years
yeah,
total, and it's 5 years total together because on the 15th of June 2015 is when we decided
yeah.
to be a couple, and we got married June 16th,
Mm,
2017. So we're 5 years into a relationship or whatever,
right.
3 years married. So my thing, and it
Man.
just we continue to grow, and then
Go ahead,
no,
man.
go ahead.
No, I
I
think you
forgot
had.
what I was gonna
I
say.
mean, I'm just saying though. You
Go
know what I'm saying?
ahead.
You out here spilling the good graces now. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're enjoying this,
Close your
aren't you?
lips.
I think you're
Close your
enjoying
lips.
this.
No, I'm saying like you'd be surprised how you can solidify a long-term relationship over sometimes the most, which I don't want to say cutest things, the most funniest things, or the most funnest ways. I solidified our marriage with a card game.
Oh
You understand
yeah.
me? I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I don't believe in being engaged for no 4, 5, 6 years and fiance and all that. That's cool. To
Well,
each his own. You know what I
wait a
mean?
minute. Before the card game, and before we had bought our home together,
Mm.
remember what I had told you? The man that I was supposed to marry was supposed to give me what?
A blue rose.
Well, tell him what you did.
I searched for like 5 months, for like probably a year, to be honest with you, for a rose that couldn't die, and it was dipped in blue ivory. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Ivory.
gold,
Mm-hmm.
24 carats, some type of
It's trimmed in
trimmed
24
in
karat
24
gold,
karat gold or something like that, and it was
and the
beautiful.
stem is
And the
24
stem is
karat.
24 karat gold, and the rose petals was dipped in like this blue, beautiful
Ivory. They call it
ivory,
blue
blue
ivory.
ivory.
So,
Man, I should have seen it when I gave her that on Sarsfield though. That's before we moved and
right.
got to the
And you
marriage
remember
part.
what I said to you? I said, "Are you trying to give me a hint?" Because that's what I told him. I said, "The man that I'm supposed to marry is going to give me a blue rose." It was the prettiest. It was the prettiest flower I had ever seen in my life, and I have it put up. Um, some of you have seen it, like on Facebook. If you go back to some of the older videos or whatever, I did show it, and
I
everything.
made her mad on purpose. I wanted to make her
Oh, he
so
ticked me off
angry
so bad that day.
so I can give her the gift. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to purposely, not something stupid, like something I wanted to do something really just a stupid argument. I just want to start a fake argument or whatever, just so I can give her the rose.
And I was heated.
I argued with her in the kitchen because I know she's gonna go to her little lazy boy and click it up and yank that.
You couldn't stand my
I
lazy
couldn't
boy.
stand that lazy boy because I couldn't sit in it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted it for myself. I didn't want her to have no more. She saw the whole box sitting there on the lazy boy. She couldn't sit in it if there's something in it. What is this? Talking all that smack. I was like, why don't you sit down and look in it? You know what I'm saying? It was like something stupid who ate a pie or ate some chips or something, like. And then she sat there and looked in it. You could see it break. All that little gangster, all
I
that went
started
away.
crying.
She started crying immediately and didn't even know
Right.
what it was
Because,
yet.
and I'm not a crier. So that's how he knew he got me. I started crying. I put my hands to my face and I just started bawling my eyes out. And I couldn't even look at him. Here I am sitting there like this.
Man, she opened that box and it was over. And it was the blue rose.
Blue Rose, yeah. So if you have a chance, any of you out there on
Is
Facebook,
that
you can go,
man?
back and take a look. I didn't take it from where it's at right now, to bring it on today's show or anything like that. Because like I said, it's put up. It's very sentimental, and I take good care of it. So it's in its safe. It's in a safe place right now.
She cried and she like, what are you trying to tell me? I was like, you know what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
You're
And
mine.
then that's when everything else started. And then we got
you.
the new house, and stuff like that. And then the next, um,
Cause I know we doubled back. Cause I had
yeah,
the
you
rose.
go,
The
yeah,
rose was the big part before we even got married. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna tell y'all what it is. We're gonna take another quick brief.
right. And then we're gonna come back and wrap things up with you all or whatever. So we're gonna take a quick intermission again, and we'll be back with more from the Kaglers up close and personal. Okay, we're right back at you again, up close and personal with the Kaglers. We were just taking a little break because we've been going strong for the past 40 minutes or so. So my king is going to continue where we left off.
Yeah. So like I said, the blue rose play a big deal in our relationship on going forward because it's almost like I don't want to say little girl, like every young woman before they get a certain age or whatever has something that they want. Some people want to be treated like Cinderella, fairy tale, different things like that when they come into the life of dating, marriage, and things like that. I don't know if that was my wife's goal of getting that as a young age, but she wanted a blue rose.
Well, okay, I'm gonna give you a little tidbit on that. Basically, with the blue rose, what I did find, I was watching. I had to be a young teenager, okay, maybe not even like a preteen, and I was watching National Geographic, one of those shows or whatever. Well, anyways, they do exist, but they
Yeah.
only exist in the mountains in Hawaii. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, they do exist and they're very very rare.
Mm.
So I was like, okay, and it was and blue. Everybody that knows me knows blue is my favorite color, and turquoise.
Might as well blue minds
Blue
all
and
day, every
turquoise are
day.
my favorite colors. So my thing is, and with the blue is any shade of blue. So I'm like, I want I had said the man that I marry is going to give me a blue rose. And I was, just thinking, a regular long stem blue rose. But with him, he did give me a blue rose, and it's a real rose. But he made sure that rose is going to last a lifetime. That rose will still be here, and I'll be long gone. He'll be long
Yeah.
gone, or whatever, and it'll last forever.
Now I can tell you, you know what I'm saying, to fast forward with the blue rose play in the lining of motivating the continuance of the relationship, moving into a house, kind of like almost building the blueprint for what we got all the way fast forward today. Because this is the second time we moved, then this is the third time we moved. You know what I'm saying, being down here in Florida and all. But before that, when we moved out of her home, you know what I'm saying, into our own home after the Blue Rose, I decided to want to play a card game because I'm not playing no games. Man, I worked so hard because I knew what I wanted. You know what I mean? I knew what I wanted, so I'm like,
And
I'm
this
about to
was
play this card game.
what was it? It was December.
Yep,
Yeah,
it was around my birthday.
it was December.
It was around my
Yeah,
birthday.
cause we played the card game, and then yeah, we played the card game, and so told him about the card
Yeah, I'm
game.
like, man, you know what? We about to draw a number. No, I think it was a number. We ended up playing a full card game of tongue.
Now, mind you, no, mind you,
What?
this one here. Remember, no, you said he wanted to do a poker hand. Now, mind you, he doesn't play cards like that. I
I
am.
don't play poker
I
like
am
that.
I am the card player. I will play some cards or whatever. So he was like, "You can go ahead and deal the cards." I said, "Okay, fine." And I was fair, with it. And he said, "What did you say? If you won, what did I have to do?"
You gotta be my wife.
Yeah.
I said, if I win this card, well, I ain't gonna lie, man. When I say, when it comes to tongue, yeah, it's like, here and there, here and there. We
But
bounce back and
poker,
forth, but poker, no. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to tongue, that night, man, I didn't lose one card game.
it
I was whooping it all night, which you usually
and
bounce back and forth.
until we got this the game we were playing when he was saying that if he won the hand, it was a poker. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna deal a straight up poker hand and go ahead and get this show on the road.
We was putting life bounty on table with a
The
card game.
whole kitchen hour, just me and him and Chewbacca, that's our dog, was just sitting there. And it's like even he knew, Chewbacca knew, just be silent. This is gonna change our lives forever.
And we was playing hard. We was playing real hard. We wasn't playing for fake. We was playing hard,
And
boy.
it just
Like,
went silent. And then the thing is, I delivered. Well, excuse me. I um mixed the cards up, shuffled the cards and everything, and then I set the cards down in front of him. He cut the deck. I proceeded to deal the cards, and I think I dealt on what, three up,
she started sweating.
one down. So it was a five card. It was five cards apiece,
We both in there like this.
and I had never seen anything like this in my
Yep.
life. He ended up having four of a kind, four aces. I'm like, this just does not
I
happen.
was smoking.
It was
And she played cards like
right,
I was
and I was just
smoking.
like, I'm like, couldn't even say nothing. And my little sorry hand, I don't even think I got a pair.
No, I wanted
I'm like,
full blown bears that night. Some
Dude, wait a
cakes
minute.
and a whole bunch of
Wait a
other
minute.
stuff.
Hold on, this is what he did, and this is what got me to go on. I couldn't stop laughing. He got up I won! I
I
won!
was like,
He shot. We had an island in the middle of the kitchen or whatever. The kitchen was huge. He shot across the floor in his socks. He slid.
I did that Tom Cruise slide across the floor with the shirt on and the boxers.
Cruise or Tom Hanks.
No, that was Tom Cruise. I think it was Tom Cruise in the movie when he did that, when he slid across the floor with the white shirt on and the tie, and he was playing with the guitar and his boxers and the white
Yeah,
socks
yeah.
with the fake little kitty guitar.
I
Like,
don't know what of them. Anyways, he slid across the. He slid across the floor. You're mine.
boy, from then on, I dedicated at the time when I was able to do, you know what I'm saying, work all the stuff I was doing at the time. I was getting a ring, and I was
Now,
gonna get a good ring
get
too.
this. He wanted to get married on my favorite holiday. Now, granted, it's not a national holiday, but it's the Day of Love, which happens to be Valentine's Day. He doesn't celebrate holidays and things like that, but he will celebrate, the little stuff that, I like to do, and stuff like that, just to make me happy. It's a compromise thing. You're in a relationship, you have to compromise with
Yeah,
certain things. So he says, let's do it Valentine's. And I'm looking like, it's just, what was it, December? It was like, because I know you
it was
proposed.
nudging on my birthday. Like, it was
Yes,
nudging.
because his birthday is the 28th. So it was like, and you proposed, officially got down on one knee December 18th.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what, 3 days before that, that's when we had the card game and all that stuff. So he was determined. He said, a man does not ask for a woman's hand in marriage if he doesn't have a ring.
And that I know they say these are the new times,
Uh-huh.
but I come from a different type of family. Or not even just family. I just feel like, man, back in the rich days, that's what they did. Back in the royalty days, if you gonna call her your queen, usually a diamond signifies that. You know what I mean? You can use a string or whatever and be all poetic, but at the end of the day, I like gold. I like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I want to give my wife a ring. I know that don't mean the whole meaning of love. I would have married her or whatever and whatever.
Right, and I'm like this. I'm like, okay,
A
hey,
good ring too.
the ring will come and all of that. He wasn't having it. He
Nah.
was not
And I
having it.
wasn't gonna get no little rinky thing.
Right.
I don't
Right.
doubt. I still, hey, shout out. If you even give a small
Now,
cheap ring, whatever, that's cool. But I couldn't do that.
to bring you all, we're gonna go backtrack. We're gonna backtrack to September, okay, before he had proposed and everything. He was working and working and working and working and working. I mean, when I say working, he was working 3 jobs and any little odds and ends. So I already knew in my mind. I said, this man is trying to get you around. He wants to propose to you. And I'm like, oh wow, because I kept telling him, I said, you're working too much. You're working too much. Well, unfortunately, he became very ill. Okay, so at the time when he did propose or whatever, things were a little crazy or whatever, and stuff like that or whatever with his health and things like that. But see,
Now, granted, I don't put in, for some people like, oh, he did all, I'm gonna hurt himself. I always worked like that's in my family. I worked like that a lot
yeah,
before I even met my wife, like grinding. But I really went hard this
right. He
time.
went
Like,
he went extra hard, and I just but you know what? I want you all to realize we're given certain tests. Okay, so during the time when he got sick or whatever, I'm like, look, you got to get better. You forget all of that. You'll get better and you'll go back to work and that whenever you are better. But that was a test for the both of us.
I only live once.
And the thing is, when he asked to marry me or whatever, things were a little crazy or whatever, but I didn't care because I love him. I truly love him. So it doesn't matter. You may not have the funds that you had, then or whatever, or when you were working, it doesn't matter. It's not about that. Okay, if you truly love a person, you truly love a person. Don't everything is not always materialistic.
It ain't about what you can buy
Right,
somebody.
right.
It ain't about all that. But that particular
Thing,
thing,
he wasn't having it.
my dad gave my stepmom a ring, and I
Right.
feel like I should give my wife a ring too.
And so that's what he did.
I'm a man. Like this is what I'm doing. I'll kneel down on my knee in front of my grandmother and my dad's ashes, whatever. Hey, this pops. Look, here's my wife. I'm marrying
Right.
this woman.
And I remember him taking me to the jewelers and stuff like that. He wanted me to pick it out or whatever, and I'm like, no. What I had picked out before, he was like, no, that's not good enough. And so,
Pick the ring that your heart want. I mean, of course, I ain't saying I ain't no billionaire nothing like that at the time. I'm just saying pick something really, really nice, and I'm gonna put my heart towards getting that particular ring.
and that next thing I know, December 18th, which, like I said, was 3 days after we did the card game. He was down on one knee in front of me with this ring box or whatever, with this beautiful ring. And and he was asking for my hand in marriage. What he considered the proper way, down on bended knee. And, you know, everything after that, just one
Uh,
thing led to another. I didn't agree to as you obviously know, because our
Valentine's Day.
Valentine. I'm like, that's just too. So within 6 months, we had to plan a wedding and get everything, the
Yeah, she didn't
way.
want to be a June bride either, but I wasn't having it. But I was
I didn't.
like,
I had no desire to be a June bride at
I
all.
didn't care what money was.
So,
We getting married.
but
Okay.
and we took what was that? That May we took a pre-honeymoon. We went to Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. That was our pre-honeymoon. We took our pre-honeymoon 1 month before our actual wedding, and then that December we took our post-honeymoon.
Hmm.
And that's when we went to the Turks and Caicos and
Yeah.
Dominican Republic. So we did things a little bit different. We did
We
things, you know.
even on our wedding night, man. Like I didn't want to make this wedding about everybody else. Like I see a lot of dilemmas and the things you got to go through with best mans and all. That would have been cool, but the thing where people don't show up, certain things ain't going right. I wanted to deliberately center everything around me, my queen, and the queen that got us married. You know what I'm saying? The beautiful woman stood there and she married me and my wife.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I cared about. Family on the side, whatever. It wasn't about everybody else. I didn't want to do the whole black suit and tie and my wife do the white dress. Man, we about to go different, be different, step out and do what we want to do. This is the way we wanted to be married. You know what I'm saying? Royalty colors because we are royalty. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? I ain't going to no funeral. This is boom. I mean, which
Right.
it look nice when they dress up in the suits and the white dress. Now that ain't that
Right.
ain't my thing.
Right.
It's too much.
And the thing is with me, I had to put aside the fact, because I always I've always wanted as far as a wedding goes. I wanted to be on the beach. I just wanted to have a beach wedding, with me and my king. So my thing is that was I said, but you know what? I looked at it like this. I want that, but he needed a bigger celebration because
First time.
it was his first time. He had never been married. So I had to put that aside, because I had the big wedding and everything and all of that or what. And I'm gonna let you know this: the big old wedding does not make the marriage.
And
The
it don't mean
rings
it's gonna stick
don't make
together
the
either.
marriage. You said what now?
And it don't mean it's gonna hold the
It's gonna
relationship
hold a
together.
relationship. So my thing is this, hey, that's just food for thought.
And I do want to state one thing. You're entitled to marry somebody that has the same belief as you do
Hmm.
because that's your right. So you look for that. Me and my wife have two different spiritualities, but we have a in between understanding about what's really going on, and I understand her, she understands me, and that's how it is. Do not allow politics and religion to stop you from being with somebody forever because of what you believe in. Just know where y'all can meet in the middle, where you know what I'm saying, need to draw the line and come together. You could be two completely opposite, different type of people because that might be what you need.
Right.
Sometimes being with the same, it don't last just because you know what I'm
With
saying.
the
If
same.
you with the same, you a God fearing woman, which is fine, and you looking for a preacher type of man, and it don't work out. I done seen it a million times. And that's with
Right.
any religion. Marry who you want to love, but just stand your ground on what you believe in, but respect
Right.
everybody
And it's
else's.
also the thing about it is you have to accept. You know what I'm saying? You have to accept that individual. You're accepting that individual's good sides. You're
Yeah,
respecting and accepting that individual's spirituality. You're accepting them as a whole,
you'll be
and what you're
alone.
willing to put up with. And like
Yeah,
he said, you sometimes we can be so picky
yeah,
to the point we're so picky we're no worldly good at all
yeah.
to anyone, not even to ourselves.
And you're alone.
And you're alone. And you are alone, and you're going to
I
continue
tell
to
you,
be alone.
does that man love your dirty draws? He might be you might be straight up Pentecostal, and he might be an Israelite, but he ain't like he don't care. He like, man, I love you for you. We can leave the country and just do us.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna believe what I believe in. Whatever. I love you for you. And if you, man, I'm telling you, you will be a lonely person if you bagging on just finding that. You know what I'm saying? That, man, what you believe in does not solidify a permanent
No, it
relationship.
doesn't.
It's your heart.
He
How
re-
is the person?
he respects me and my spirituality, and I respect his. So, and then we just meet in the middle with certain
I'm
things.
happy.
Me too.
Okay? Understand that fact, buddy. You know what I'm saying? This is apple sharp paradise. Only those know what that is. Don't let no miserable people
Apples,
come in between
sharp,
your relationship. They don't know what they talking
paradise,
about.
apple sharp
Mind your business.
paradise in the house.
But put
Yes.
it like this: if you don't respect my union, I don't want to hear about yours. But I know our relationship is tight. I don't care about your union if you don't care about mine.
Correct.
So don't expect the love. Don't respect the
Right.
reply. Don't respect nothing. I love you as a person.
Hmm.
But if you can't respect my love, why the hell should I respect yours?
Right.
So what I'm saying is, we gonna get in depth to. I'm pretty sure the last part of this video is going into people that's in need of love
Yeah. Hmm.
and how to survive it.
We're
So
gonna take another intermission. We will be right back at you. Excuse me. Now I'm getting
she's in
tongue
love.
tied.
That's
Yeah,
that love. She's
it's
like,
the
la, 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 la.
love. Yeah,
Yeah.
So we'll be right back at you with more of up and close and personal with the Kaglers.
This will be the solution.
Okay, we're right back at you again, or whatever. It was
Bro,
a
yeah.
round three.
Boom! It just blew up. Boom!
So now, where did we end up? Oh.
We end up just basically saying we wanted to just kind of. I know we was like jumping
Hmm.
in a good pace about how we met and different things like that. Um, Understand this: when you see a good relationship out on the social media, and who ain't nobody gonna post the bad stuff. I
Right.
mean, me and my wife, we argue, we have disagreements just like anybody else.
But you know what I got to admit, though? I got to admit, what y'all see is what you get. My thing is this: yes, we argue like there is no other. But at the end of the day, we are
You
happy.
talking about a water sign and an earth sign. I'm Capricorn, she's Scorpio. When we on task, man, we the best business partner, family. Like when we get stuff done, it could be anything. We might argue a little bit in between, but we get it done. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So
Right.
don't think that people don't. It's the problem is when we ain't got nothing to complain about. When ain't nobody arguing. That's the problem.
That's not normal.
That's a big issue.
That is not normal.
If you make quiet and ain't saying nothing,
Oh yeah, that's the issue.
that means somebody cribbing, somebody getting some
Not
snapback.
necessarily,
Not
but
all the time, but most of the time.
hey, you know, there's an issue. My thing is, since we're gonna all, have our disagreements, and that's what makes a relationship grow stronger.
Yeah.
And don't I want you to realize this. A lot of couples will say, well, they want their relationship to be just like ours. It will never be just like ours. You have to make your relationship. You're two different individuals.
Yeah. And
You
find
know,
your better.
right? You have to find what's best for you. Just like we're for each other. Okay,
Right.
I may not be what someone else is looking for, and vice versa. He may not be what
Yeah.
someone else is looking for, but we are perfect for each other.
Boy, yeah, you gonna need a book.
Right.
As far as dealing with me or how yourself, you gonna need a book dealing with me. As far as like the deal with my personality, like
I
cause
didn't need no book.
I don't know, you do. You be like, I don't know what this way you be acting all whoop de whoop. You know what I'm saying?
I do not.
Yeah, you do. You be like, you just acting all. Well, I be acting like. People be scared. They be like, "Oh," I be like, "Babe, what don't you like about me?" My wife feel like I'm indecisive. Like, hold on, let me say. She like, I feel like I'm indecisive. When I'm saying,
hold that hand over
this
there.
my Ike Turner right here. You see that right? Well, help. But no, for real though. She said because I changed my mind because I'm used to working back in the day, like really odd to get things done. I can do 6 things at one time, so I changed my mind really quickly. That's dealing with music. That's dealing with a lot of different things. So when I say I'm gonna do something, I quickly change my mind. And my wife, she can't stand it because I'm indecisive, which is fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Okay, let me say this. I am a multitasker. Okay, but my thing is this: if it's a major project, okay, like we were remodeling certain parts of our house and stuff like that, we're both good at it. He has great ideas, I have great ideas, or
We
whatever.
just work weird.
We just work very weird, and we are going to argue basically 80% of the time while we are completing the project. My favorite store is Home Depot. Home Depot. I know that sounds weird to some women. That's my favorite
That was
store
my brain.
because it's everything there, to build and stuff I like to do, whatever. And I'm a gardener. Everything is
we
there.
both love Home Depot. She got
Right.
her love, I got my love. I'm about building mine. She got a building mine.
We can go into Home Depot together. And I absolutely cannot stand going into Home Depot.
She be lying. She be like,
No, I'm not.
baby, can you go get my mulch?
No.
Can you go get my mulch, Big Papa?
No,
Big Papa, can you get my mulch? That's how she be like, Big Papa.
I thought you would last.
Look, I tried.
You know what? I really did.
Cause you lied. Like me and my wife.
Nah, I'm lying. Oh my goodness.
Well, hey, I just lied.
You know
too.
what?
So, like, anywho, look what I just said. And I told my wife, hey, what I don't like about you is that you pursue a crime towards somebody while any proof. She will convict your ass before she got
any. That is not true.
No, look, she
That
will
is not
convict
true.
you before she got. Don't let her
You're
be
lying.
wrong. Oh,
You're not telling the truth.
bro,
Right
oh
now.
my
I don't
God.
want to. You are not telling the truth.
She cussed
I'm
me
not
out
paying attention
about
to you. I
drinking.
am not
Hold on, let me
talking to you.
finish.
I don't.
She cussed me out about shopping to bring cocoa grease. You know what I'm saying? Blue Badge and cocoa grease on the airplane. Check it.
No, it wasn't.
And no, I had petroleum cocoa whatever grease for my skull.
What?
And she cussed me out. We better be able to get on a plane with it. Whoopie whoop whoop whoop. We better.
You had to go
No,
there.
hold on. Let me finish now. Hold on. This is my spotlight.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
No. And she brought her old school Blue Magic green petroleum grease. And I was like, watch. You like, it better not make us out. Like, it better not whatever. And you know what happened? When we went through check, I had to hold her back. They moved my cocoa to the side and took her green stuff, her green grease, and was like, "Is this yours, sir?" I was like,
"That was my afro shit."
I was like, "Officer, it's not." She back here with her hands on her hip. I told you that cocoa was gonna stop us. We gonna be late. Coconut oil. And that dude, I was like, "Can you put that in there, please?" I think every black brother knew what that grease meant when they saw her fro without her having it. That white man, I gotta say it, that white man, whatever. No racist intent. That white man put that grease in the air. I was like, "Can you put it up higher? He was like, "Ma'am, you can't get on here with this. You wanna check this in or we're gonna throw it out?" I'm like,
and look at me. I'm like, that's my hair grease.
He like, yeah.
Yeah, he said, "You gonna check it?" I said, "Check it." And I put my hands on my hip. He did just like this.
I ain't checking nothing. I'm trying to get on the flight. I ain't got time. I was like, yeah. I'm looking at my cocoa grease like, thank you. All right.
It was another gentleman over there in the corner. He looked at my hair. He looked at me. Bruh. He did just like this. He put his head down and he looked at him sideways like, man, it's about to be a bad day.
3 black dudes and a white security guard. They all had a smirk on their face. And he threw that grease in the clunk and like, sir, you're good to go. I was like, thank you. And we walking. I had my back. She like, don't you say nothing. And you see that smirk on her face when she wrong, then I'm like, when you like, yeah, I'm about to eat this up, boy.
Oh, I was heated. I was heated. The steam was coming out from the back of my neck. I was
I
so
was like,
angry.
you want to use my cocoa grease?
Luckily, we had to stop in Miami because if we're gonna fly out, we always get to where we have to go a day ahead of time
That's the best way.
so that we won't have any problems. And so, luckily, we were staying in Miami for the night or whatever, and they had stores, so I was able to replenish my hair stuff.
But get what it said though. I say that story because I'm not trying to get back on my wife to make her feel bad. You argue and have disagreements with the people that the person that you're in love with, to laugh about it tomorrow. That man, we laugh about that so hard every time we talk about it because you gotta laugh about things, man. Things happen and you're not gonna agree. You gotta be adventurous.
Oh
You gotta
yeah,
travel. You
right.
gotta be willing to do things, man. Open your heart because I know some lonely, excuse my language, some miserable ass people
Oh yes.
that want to see your relationship fail.
Mhm.
They want to see your friendships fail. They want because they ain't got nobody. You know what I'm saying? You got people that's after you when they see you in love and able to work through a bad situation or work through. You're gonna argue. You're gonna fight.
Mhm.
And those people are like spiritual vampires. They
Mhm.
come to suck your relationship dry. You don't let single people hang around your marriage or your relationship or something you trying to build because when they see that they start to get jealous.
Mhm.
Some may not,
Right.
but you got some dude that wish bad on you instead of wishing good on you and hoping some of that
Mhm.
rub on them so they can find somebody. You got some in your family, friend around your circle, people that you don't know in public. I'm trying to tell you, ignore them. Keep your circle so goddamn tight. You know what I'm saying? People don't know what's going on. They don't know what y'all arguing about. Stop telling people about
Your
your personal
business, right?
business.
Stop.
I don't care who it is, your homegirl. Give
Right.
them enough so to vent. But you like whatever you believe in, talk to that.
Right.
Talk to it. Talk to whatever. Don't tell everybody your business because one day, I hate to say it, you and your friend might not be so tight. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And they want to ram stuff in your face. You know what I mean?
Ooh-wee.
Be careful when your friends see you doing good. Oh, they messing up the click. They will ruin you. Probably set you up.
Yeah.
Anything to ruin your relationship.
Oh yes.
Keep people out your damn business, and you will
Mhm.
have a successful relationship every time. And change
Right.
something about yourself,
It's it,
man.
it,
Come
it
on, you know.
it's we call it the circle. Now
Yeah.
you said it's a circle, and then there's a triangle
And a square.
and a square.
I call it a triangle square.
Uh huh. So my thing is this is just how you're not supposed to let any outsiders up in there.
Yeah.
Period. Because at the end of the day, you're the two that are married.
That circle is important.
Right. It's very important. And you start letting other people
Yeah.
into it or whatever and everything. What are you doing? What are you doing? That's why we're a firm believer or whatever. Why people are living with you, these single people and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Get you some business.
Get you some business. You don't have all of that or whatever. It creates problems that don't need to be. We have enough issues of our own, to deal with. But don't why add on
Man,
anything else?
check it. Picture a circle, really quick. A circle. This is your relationship. This is your dog, your fish, your kids, everything in your household. That's your foundation. And people that you trust to visit your house and to stay in your house, they probably may or may not know your schedule. What time you get off work? I'm gonna call them. They get off about 6 o'clock because they know that they in that circle. Then
Right.
you got that triangle. People that kind of know where you at. You will see them when you see them. Hey, I call you when I get some time. They know enough. You know
Right.
what I mean? We hang when we got time, and people in that square is people that you barely see that you cool with, but you ain't beefing. That's
Right.
the Sir Angle Square. The square is just people that's just around the most important people, like your main family and things
Right.
like that.
Right.
And then anybody on the outside of it is considered a stranger with potential to be something better.
Right.
So you got to let people in to know if they gonna hurt you or not. Because if you sit there and be afraid to get hurt by somebody or get your heart broken, you will never know how it feel to have love.
Right. But at the same token, with that circle, okay, your relationship has to be strong enough to say, okay, they're not in this circle no more. We got to boot.
Yeah.
And we didn't gave plenty of people the boot. it's just like, okay, you ain't running nothing here.
Yeah.
We had a situation where I know the person was saying that I don't want to cause any no, you ain't causing no havoc here. I'm sorry, baby, you're
Yeah.
not causing no havoc here. Mm-mm. You're not causing no havoc. And before you know it, the boot was gone. it
Bro,
was gone.
put it like
So
it though. To just eat and the other people that your mate. If this is how you know you're truly in love, if you take off
hmm
all of this,
hmm
clothes, everything, just stand naked in the mirror. I'm talking about completely naturally
right,
naked, everything you was
right.
born with. And if your goddamn mate can't love that, they don't love you in the first
No,
place.
you don't
F
need to
them.
be
You know what
with
I'm
them.
saying? They don't need to be with you.
Right.
You love you.
hmm
Build your everything. You are beautiful, regardless of what shape, what
Right.
size, skinny, big,
Whatever.
obese, whatever. If you love yourself hard.
When I get up in the morning, I'm gonna tell you. But you know what? I'm not a big fan of makeup and things like that. The only thing you'll see me put on is some lip gloss. That's it.
Yeah.
I am not going through all of that. I am not going. I don't wear weave. I don't wear wigs and stuff. If that's your mo. Knock yourself
But
out.
granted, it
You
could be
have to do
beautiful.
what's huh?
But it's like a to each his own.
That's what I was just about
Yeah,
to
my
say.
bad, bro. Go ahead.
It's to each his own. If that's what you feel like going to do you knock yourself out. It's not. I'm speaking for me. It's not for me. I get up in the morning, just like I look now or whatever. The worst thing that I look like in the morning
Yeah.
is my fro is usually smashed down on the side that I decided to sleep on. If it was
Yeah.
both sides, it's like a
Yeah.
it's
It's
like a
only bad if it harms you. You know what I
right.
mean? Like
So
anything, that's down to anything that you amplify your looks and beauty
right,
with. If it's hurting
right.
you, stop doing it. But
It's
if it ain't,
right,
keep
because
doing your
my
thing.
thing is I can't be doing all that. I have to at the end of the day be comfortable. But
Uh,
like I said again, to each his own. If that's what you feel you have
yeah,
to do in order, to attract a mate
yeah,
or to to keep a mate happy, and they can't see you for who you really, really,
yeah.
truly are up under all of that stuff or whatever, you don't need to be with them.
And then you betraying something else, it's okay
It's fake.
to increase your beauty, but it's not natural. So what I'm saying is that it was a woman, and like I said, I'm not trying to be funny, but she had a girdle. It was something new that women
Yeah,
wear.
then the
You
roof
know, it's
to
really
make
tight,
everything
and
curvy.
she was curved up. Not saying like I said I was checking a woman out, nothing like that, but it was on YouTube,
You're
and
not
people.
blind. Come on now.
I'm just saying,
Right.
but people say, "Hey, watch it to the end." So I was gonna watch it to the end. She popped it out, and it was like chitlins, like it just fell out, and she was like doing like this with like you don't love it. I'm like, I was like, apparently you don't love yourself. Like why are you doing that to yourself? I'm pretty
Well,
sure it's
a
painful.
lot of times the thing is it's some body shapers or whatever. So the thing
Oh,
you
bro.
certain okay, I'm gonna tell you sometimes okay with certain clothes and things like that you need certain bras on. You need certain. My thing is that you just can't just throw an outfit on and expect it to just look right. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I spend more for my undergarments than I actually spend for my clothing, the outfit itself, just so it
Right.
can look nice or whatever. Now, granted, I don't have to go all flamboyant, buying all these girdles, and I don't have to do all that or whatever. So, I'm happy that I
There's
don't.
nothing wrong with a girdle.
hmm
This was like a super
I
waist
know exactly
stuffer.
what
They
you're talking about.
just she stretched it out,
Yeah,
pulled it in, locked the first one, and then she pulled the other one
yeah,
around, locked that one,
right.
and
And
brung it
it
in.
makes that hourglass figure.
Oh no, this was bad. Like it was bad. Her stomach,
I
look,
understand, my
it
love.
fell out. I was afraid for that woman. Like it fell
You
out, and
know
she was
what?
like, "You don't like it? That this is the real natural one?" I'm like, "Bruh, how did it happen though?"
You know what? On
I like
just
I'm all for. I
stop,
motivate women all the time with just man,
my
bruh. I'm
love.
like that's too much, man.
Yeah,
Like
too much to
you
have
got
to
to
go
get some
through all of
skin
that.
removed and things like that so you can get back to your natural form. Like
You
it
ain't
was
gotta get no
too much.
skin
It
removed.
wasn't
My
just no
thing is this,
pudge. It
but
wasn't no
that goes
belly.
back
It
to
was out.
if her man love it.
She didn't have one. That's what she was saying. She was like, if y'all can't like this, then whatever. She wasn't an ugly lady, But
But you know what? I commend her. Cause what she say, if you
it was
don't
supposed
like
to be
it,
positive. It was just like, you
yeah, if
don't
you
like it,
don't
then
like it,
whatever. I'm
I don't know
like,
what to tell you. You don't
but
like
at
it,
the
I don't need
same
to be with you.
time, that's a double standard. Why you stuffing it in there in the first place? Then
Because
she don't
she's
love it
not
either.
comfortable. My point is
That's a
that.
hypocrite. Then you got man wearing girdles too, bruh.
Don't come.
Some of these dudes need to stuff their face in one, but I don't judge men. So I'm
What?
cause you know men be feeling like they could just tell their woman, oh she ugly. You know what I'm saying? You need to change something about yourself. And
Have you
he
looked at
hit.
yourself?
He got a big water, but just ain't nothing wrong with a big brother and all that other
Big old
stuff. But
keg.
I'm talking about you a skinny dude with a big old kid. I'm talking about his hang. It don't even look right. And then you talk about your wife, your teeth busted out. You like, man, she need to do something, lose some weight. No, you need to lose everything.
Oh, I know what.
You need to lose everything. Fix it all. It's wrong. Fix something about yourself first. First of all, but what I'm saying, just just overall, if you can't stand in the mirror butt naked in your birth suit, in the body that you came in this world with, all natural everything, and you turn around to your lover and say, do you love me any less? And if that man walk away, I mean, dude, or woman, or whoever, I don't care. They don't love you.
Right.
Love yourself hard.
But to see, but you know what the key is, like with our relationship, we love ourselves. I've always loved myself. I've watched myself change, dramatically, with different things and stuff like that. Different times in my life, with different things. But all of those times, I could actually say, I love myself. I always, said, hey, I'm beautiful. I love myself, whatever. And so that's where the key is. If you don't love yourself, you can't expect somebody else to love you. You see what I'm saying? You got to be
Yeah.
confident and love yourself, you know? And
But
so
I know it takes time.
it takes time.
It take a lot of time, but at the same time, man, I won't. We all got what we consider what you would say ugly. Ain't nobody ugly, but I can say you got what you consider that what you're attracted to and what
Oh
you ain't
yeah,
attracted to.
right.
It's somebody for everybody, but at the same time, this your physical body. Your mate can't love you and accept you for you. They don't love you, but you gotta at least give them a chance.
Right. That's nice.
Cause sometimes, hey, you never know what a person look like. You know what I'm saying? It was a
It's
African
getting so
woman.
hot.
It's hot.
Oh yes, I'm over here
We got that.
baking.
We got that new tent, and she cooking now.
I'm cooking.
But
I am
no,
cooking. I
it was an African chick with makeup on, and went to her wedding. She was
Oh,
hiding
I remember that video.
under bed,
I remember that
face
video.
scars,
It was
scratches all
all
over
over
her face,
YouTube.
and she was ashamed to show her real self until she got in. It was all over YouTube.
But you know what the sad thing? I'm gonna tell you like this. The sad thing about that is, um, it's like you're being conniving in a way.
It
Think
is.
about it. It's kind of conniving.
How she was doing it, it
It
was.
was very conniving.
Cause she didn't. She was a totally different person with it. She packed her face with makeup. Pop, pop, pop. I'm talking about packs, packs. She looked like a completely different person. Her face was slit up like a razor hit it. I mean, not bad, but it looked bad,
It
man.
was bad, and my thing is that that's
She got in that pool, and that chlorine ate it off. And my man said, I hate to say it, who the hell is that?
right. And
That's your wife.
he left her.
And he divorced her.
He left her. He left
Live,
her.
man.
That's like false advertisement, basically. That's what I
Yeah.
call it. It's false advertisement.
But
You got to be
see,
able to look at me.
you got some people that look beautiful and they got bare. Well, I would consider like bare makeup. Like they kind of got a little
Mm.
bit of makeup on, but they don't need it because they already pretty.
I think
Like they
yeah.
already naturally pretty.
Well,
You don't
the
need it.
thing is, makeup is to enhance your beauty. That's what it
Yeah,
is. It's to enhance your beauty. And like I said, I love my lip gloss, and I'm not gonna lie.
yeah,
Back in the day, I can put on some
yeah,
makeup. I'm not gonna lie. I can
yeah.
put on some. My mother, um, taught her girls, and how to put on some makeup. I taught my
So,
daughter, how to put on some makeup, and I can just what they call it, slay with some makeup. I don't feel that I need it
Yeah.
or whatever. I am not. I'm hot, and then I'm not gonna even lie.
Yeah.
I'm hot flashing right now. I just had a moment a couple seconds ago. Yes, I do. Your girl is hot
I can tell you.
flashing. Yes, she is.
But if they know their history,
Mhm.
as far as on the other part is the hair or weave, like, cause we down here in Florida, I done seen it bad, bro. Like it's
Mm.
okay to wear weave. You know your history. They wore weave back in the African times. They
Mhm.
wore like, but it was like more like put on, almost like a weave that, what they call those when they just put a wig.
Mhm.
They did that way back in the 1700s, way
Mhm.
back before that. So it's nothing wrong. It's how it is now. You got all these chemicals eating you. They
My
trying to kill you, man.
my thing is this. Right now, with me, hot flashing and stuff. This here is too much hair. I'm getting ready to go get a haircut. You hit me,
No,
and I'm
you not
yes,
lying.
yes, I am.
You ain't cutting your mushroom. It's not happening.
I'm getting ready. I've been
I put
going back and
nope.
forth.
I put natural grow in your hair every night.
It grow back
It's like
fast.
phook, every time you wake up. Phook.
Man, please. I'm like, this is just doing too much. I got up this morning, and I was fighting with it or whatever. I had to, wash it and all of that stuff. I'm just like, this is just too much, and I'm hot. I'm hot right now. So
But just, I
on
just
that
wanted
note,
to
so
touch bases on just
that
love, and it wasn't just pointing direction to women, because men can deal
right.
with they love life easier than women can. Women want a lot, and y'all deserve to feel that way. Y'all want a lot, you know, foundation, this, provider, this, that, and the fro. Men like, hey, I just want a good woman, don't cheat on me, know how to cook. You know what I'm saying? We like and be smart. You know what I'm saying? We don't really want much. Y'all like more like almost like a maze. You need a book to really get what a woman
Did
wants.
I need a book?
Yes.
No, why
No,
you
I
say
need
that?
a book.
Okay, so okay, I said why did you
Man,
say
we
you needed
first
a
got
book?
together. I need a book. Like, boy,
Why?
my queen, my love. You flip flop. You a hit. You a flip, and then you be angry, and then you flop. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you be like, you get all mad. You be like, honey, come and get some cookies. I was like, what the heck? what? She, what happened? Who was boy? But you ain't like Jacqueline. What they call it? It was the high.
Mhm.
Like flip, like straight two-faced or nothing like that. For those that are two-faced in a relationship, 1 minute you happy, then you ain't.
Mm.
Those are the ones that's alone and
Yeah.
miserable.
Well, you know what the thing about it is, with that situation, do you really know what you want?
I don't
That's
know
the
they
key.
won't. That's why I'm still in Albatross Paradise, because you got, man, when you got haters
Apple sharper.
not knowing
That is so
that's
fun.
hating on your marriage or hating on your relationship because they ain't got no control over.
And that's an inside joke.
Man, that's an inside joke. I don't want to talk about it. Hey, you send them in their BS on a vacation, which means ignore them. Put them inside the mental circus. It's
Mm.
clownery. It's
Mhm.
foolery. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. You're not being genuine. You know what I'm saying? I would never hate anybody's love. I don't care who you love. Cause I know y'all got, everybody out here dating who they want to date. You're allowed to love who you want to love. Just make it make
Mhm.
sense. I don't care. I don't judge
Right.
nobody.
I'm
Love
with it.
hard.
Right, and
Cause
we went through some. Well, as far as us, we went through some trials and tribulations to get to where we're at. You know, as far as like we did. And all relationships go through different trials and tribulations. And it wasn't so much as us on a personal level. It was the garbage that was around us. You know, and stuff like that.
take
And I'm
out the
meaning
trash.
people. And the trash.
And I mean by trash as in the bad side of a person, like the stuff that they spew out their mouth. Like, man, just be happy for people, man. I'm happy, man. If you in love and you happy, I see you enjoy. I don't care. I'm not gonna sit there and spit venom on your relationship, bro.
Right.
Man, I'm gonna mind my own bit. I have no right to say anything about who you're with. First of all, you gotta love that person, see that person every day.
Right.
But if you alone and you ain't with nobody, you ain't got no power to say nothing about nobody in a relationship. It's like somebody telling you, "Hey, I don't like that yacht you driving. It should be in blue." You ain't got one though. So
Mm.
shut your lips and drive your lonely Volkswagen. What's that, Volkswagen? Down the road while I take this yacht trip. So
True
that
enough.
means is if you ain't got nobody, you ain't got no reason to be giving no relationship
That's
advice.
that's another thing.
Close your
Yes,
mouth.
if
You
you have
sound
no
stupid.
one or if you've never been married or whatever, you cannot get no relationship advice because you're alone. So,
All you can do is teach somebody how to not lose somebody. Okay? So be genuine
so
and be positive towards people, and man, don't care about whoever you love is who you love, and that's all I'm saying is express yourself, have confidence in yourself. It takes time. We all got to work with inside things, and you're a
right,
beautiful person if you really committing yourself to trying to be in love after all you probably done been through. You probably been hurt 1,000 times, and
right.
you're still trying to
You
stay in the
still
game.
trying.
You know what I'm
You haven't
saying?
given up.
You haven't given up.
So if you don't give up, it's hope.
It's hope.
Hope's still alive. So,
Hope is better than misery.
but we're here. And this, like,
That fly trying to get you on a date. Let me get that fly.
how did that? It must be when you open it up. Got in here. I don't know.
I don't
Okay.
know. This fly want to be in the video,
Mm,
just like a lot of other
so,
people.
but all in all, we're gonna wrap this up, and we're going to say we just wanted to give you a little bit of us, give you all a little bit of tidbits on us or whatever in our relationship. We hope that you enjoy this video.
Yeah.
We're recording this today on the 17th. So it'll probably be up and running
Probably the middle of the night.
middle of the night or
Our
tomorrow and everything.
anniversary was yesterday.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you finished?
No.
No. So we're going to wrap this up and we're going to say this. We're going to say make sure you leave your comments, any questions that you may have, or any topics that you want to hear us discuss on Natural Amor. Please leave a comment. We love you all. Thank you for your support and things like that. Oh, and you had to touch me, didn't you?
Yeah.
Touch. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave your comments, and also hit that
Notification bell, baby. NaturalAmor@gmail.com. Y'all thought I was gonna do a blooper. Don't need one. This one of them serious videos.
but you had to do something. Press the button.
No. Not.
Do I need to ask who's there?
Big Papa. Peace.